Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. It's Jen here, and I have a big grocery haul for you. Big for me. You probably might say, that's not that large, but for me it is. I went to two places. I went to Mom's Organic Market and I went to Wegmans. And I got everything I needed, not only for this week, but just kind of thinking further ahead and just kind of stocking up on a couple things. So I thought I would show you what I picked up from the store, some of my new faves, and also, if you are new to my channel, I have lost close to 90 pounds on a GLP1. I've been on it over 2 years. I started with mounjaro. Now I'm on compounded Tirzepatide. And as you know, as you progress through this journey, the medication is just a tool. I still have a lot of work even 2 years in with just emotional eating and trying to stay on track. And that's where I'm at, month of August, just getting myself going a little bit better with the organization, keeping things simple. And if you hear chomping, if you hear any chomping right now, it's because my dog decides every time I start to record, she has to chew on her cheese stick. So, sorry about that. But anyway, I just made the decision that I wanted to go back a little bit to basics of like, I do this off and on. I don't know why I just can't consistently do this day in and day out, but hey, I'm not perfect. It's gonna take time. It's years and years of me struggling with food. It's not gonna be resolved in 2 years. It's not. But let me go ahead before I show you the groceries. Let me show you what my meal plan is for this week. Just so that you can see, some of the things that I plan on doing. Hopefully the glare isn't too bad. If it is, then I might do an overlay on this. But breakfast, always a protein coffee. That is it. Either I do a Fairlife shake in it, or I do my Flav City protein powder. I did pick up Levels, which I'll show. Somebody mentioned it in the comments, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give it a go. I haven't tried it yet, but I have to gravitate away from Fairlife soon because it's kind of making me a little itchy. But snack is going to be almond butter and an apple. And then lunch is going to be a big salad. I'm going to do turkey burger for 2 days, chopped in it, and then pulled chicken the remainder. And then also dinner. See, this is a plug and play. As you see down here, this is a list of some basic things that I go off of. And then I just plug and play up here from steak, sweet potato mushrooms, pork chop, sweet potato broccoli, and so on and so on. I always do a wild card day, especially in the summer. I won't know for a couple days like what my plans are next week. Will I be going out on Saturday or Sunday? So it's interchangeable. If it's Saturday, just gonna make a healthy decision while out and about. If it's Sunday, then I'll just swap, the meals there. But that is, I think, for me, been such a key component that if I look at this and I have, certain things out thawing, it's so much easier for me to be like, tonight, steak, sweet potato, mushrooms, perfect. Pre-log most of these things. I'm trying to get a little bit better of trying to stay a little bit under my calories. But let's go ahead. Let's get into my grocery haul from Mom's. I gotta put my water back here. From Mom's and Wegmans. I'm so excited for it, especially the crackers. All right, now this is not organized at all by the actual food store. I just kind of threw and laid everything out and tried to group a little bit. But I'm a decaf girl. I love this Buzzkill decaf from Mom's. That's what I use in my protein coffee. This is a little bit new, some sunflower seeds. I'm looking to sprinkle a little bit of them in my salad. And I think it's just a great little addition. I mean, it's not like super high protein or anything, but I'm trying to find some healthy fats to get my fat macro up a smidge, and 3 grams of fiber. Can't beat that. Same thing, this is already opened. Why? Because I had 3 of them, because I was a little hungry. But once again, sometimes I will have like a couple of them, like 2, 3, with my protein coffee, because once again, my goal is to try to find, some things that are a little bit higher in fiber, but at the same time, like total fat, like I don't know if you could see, obviously I'm not going to have a 1/4 cup, but that's 23 grams of good, healthy fat, and that's what I'm looking for. I'm going to save my Ella's for a second. I got some mushrooms and just put a little olive oil, some garlic. I typically air fry them. So good as a side. Got some baby broccoli, yum, and some fresh green beans. Typically I like them to already be cut up, but that's okay. You know, just gotta work to cut up my green beans this week. No big deal. Same thing, we're gonna go quickly right here. They're already out because I'm thawing them. I have 2 steaks, and then let's just get right into it. I did not intend to buy 3 of them, and yes, one of them is open because I tried them. My sister told me that this is a sesame one, pumpkin seed, and everything. My sister said these are so good that I had to get them. So I opened one because I was a little bit weary, and let me tell you, so good. Such simple ingredients. It's the same thing like with, you know, nuts and everything. And this one, only 1 gram of carbs because there's 4 grams of fiber in it, 7 grams of protein. Like, this is just basically seeds. So if I'm going to have an Ellis Flats, I probably won't necessarily have, you know, sunflower, this or that, but I just like to have some options. And then I have jasmine rice, which I completely forgot to bring out from Wegmans. I'll insert what that looks like right now. But this is so good and great ingredients. I've had it before. I always like to have a box on hand. It's just something I really enjoy. And really, if it's just I'm not feeling just white jasmine rice or brown rice, I'll tend to get this. Needed some more panko breadcrumbs because I'm making some breaded pork chops this week. Have 2 cucumbers for my salads. And then I have some carrots and some peppers. Now, I don't have on my list yogurt, but I always like to have 1 or 2 on hand in case I have any sort of food aversions and I need to quickly grab something. I just need a backup plan. And I really like this on its own. Now I'll get the Wegmans Greek yogurt if I'm putting it in a smoothie, but I don't like the taste of that on its own. So I tend to just make sure I have some of that on hand. Same thing with this half and half. When I'm not putting a Fairlife shake in my coffee, I'll put a splash of this in with my Flav City and the coffee, and like I said, a splash of this, and it's just really good, perfect protein coffee. I'll show you this. Never had this before. Gonna give it a go. I'm just trying to look for a slightly cleaner salad dressing, but I just know I'm gonna end up having to make my own at some point, so that's why I picked this up, because I have a good recipe for a balsamic vinaigrette with some good ingredients, and I have all the other ones on hand other than garlic. And I always have to have one of these. I was running low. This is just every once in a while, I want to eat chicken and I need to just, I could season it all I want, but I just need a little something, a little dipping sauce on the side. So sometimes I'll add this just to kind of help me get through if I'm having chicken for the night, or if I feel like I'm having a splurge, which I'll show you in a second, my breaded chicken cutlets. I feel like I'm like cheating, but it really is just a better alternative than me going and getting some sort of fast food chicken tenders. And then here's my little basket. I have 2 avocados, 1 massive sweet potato, so that'll probably be like 2 or 3 days worth, and then 2 potatoes. Just gonna be better. If you watch my last video, I'm gonna make sure I don't eat too many potatoes at dinner. Got a little carried away last week. As I said before, I have almond butter already. Just need some apples. I like a variety. I got Gala and Granny Smith, and then got some a blend of baby spinach and spring mix for my salads. And then let's go over here quickly. Got some feta cheese for my salad. Picked these up, even though I don't have them on the menu for this week. I just thought it'd be a good idea to have this on hand for next week, or maybe just in case something happens and I'm like, I really don't feel like a pork chop. I like to just have a couple little alternatives. And then this is the Greek turkey burgers. I'll whip these up. And I know it sounds gross, but I'm probably gonna crumble it up in a salad. I've done it before and it's actually so good with a little bit of feta and a really good salad with a little dressing. In this case, I'll try the Caesar, but I can always whip up a quick little tzatziki. I have some tzatziki seasoning, and then I have Greek yogurt. So it's very easy for me. If I just find that I'm not a super huge fan of the Caesar, I'll have a backup. And These are from Mom's. These might be the best. They're not cheap, but they're not like really ridiculously overpriced. But these might be the best pork chops I've ever had. So, so good. I'll drench it in just a little bit of an egg wash, and then I go ahead and I put some panko on it, a little extra garlic seasoning on it, and just throw it in the air fryer. So good. And then I got a big bag just because I felt like I'd splurge. I will have to say, not the greatest ingredients per se, but compared to what you get at restaurants, this is gonna take it. I'd rather have a breaded chicken cutlet and have like my nice little, sweet potato air fried and maybe like some green beans or something or mushrooms than me craving Chick-fil-A or any sort of fast food in general. But I'm really excited about this haul. Now, most of the veggies will be going this week, but I just, I'll have some backups. I have some, a couple extra Ella Flats, dressings and stuff will last a while. I mean, the shredded carrots, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to eat all those this week. They might go into next week, but you never know. We'll never know what really fits into my salad until I start making them each day. But yeah, that is my Mom's and my Wegmans grocery haul. I'm so excited just to have these like little plug and play meals. And if like Monday rolls around and it's supposed to be steak, sweet potatoes, and mushrooms, and I'm like, you know what? I really want my pork chop. Then I just will switch a day. It's not the end of the world. I love being able to know what I'm going to be eating that week so that there's less of that like decision making. Because sometimes I just have major decision fatigue by the end of the day after work where I'm like, what am I eating? After I work out, just whip something up quickly. No big grand meal or anything. Most of the time it's just going in my air fryer, which, let me really quickly tell you something. This is not me sponsoring anything. This is me just telling you I have gone through a lot of air fryers. I've always been a Ninja person, and I had it with my last Ninja air fryer. I wasn't cleaning up well enough, and there was like marks in it, and you worry about just certain things seeping into your food. Not gonna get into that. I'm not like massive tinfoil hat person, but this air fryer, it is a glass container, and this one's the bigger size, and then I mean, you can get different sizes, but this came together, these, and then it has lids in case you need to store it in the fridge. If you are in a market, I'm telling you, if you are in a market for an air fryer, don't be, taken back by the price necessarily. I was happy. I was willing to pay like $140 for it because I just felt like it was gonna last and it cleans up really well. But it just sometimes I could put potatoes on the bottom, then I put the crisper plate, then I put like my chicken cutlet or my breaded pork chops on top, cook it all in there together. Sometimes I'll cook up a bunch of stuff and then I just put the lid on it. It's just been really, for me, I enjoy it. I'm hoping it lasts because my last air fryer, I think, made it 10, 11 months. And keep in mind, sometimes I use it like twice a day. But I want to wrap up this video here. Comment below, 1, have you ever had the Ellis Flats? Let me know. Pleasantly surprised by them. God, such amazing ingredients. But I'm excited. I'm excited for the week ahead. I'm excited to see, what entering, I'm 3.5 weeks into the 75 hard challenge. So really close to like a month in. And I feel like I'm getting my groove and I'm getting back to what I said before, being, let me flip it. I wrote it on my board, being consistently good instead of occasionally great. That is my motto right now. And this is me just being consistently good and making sure I have good, simple foods on hand so that I don't have that decision fatigue. And next thing you know, I'm heading out and I'm just getting takeout somewhere. But thank you so much for checking out my grocery haul today. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. I will see you in my next video. And also, don't forget, hit that subscribe button and like this video. It means the world to me. Bye.